I'm Annie, and these are my musings. So, today's video is actually one that's inspired by a couple of different YouTubers. One of them is, of course, Claudia Bloom, who I absolutely love. She made a video a while ago called I Was Too Into Katie McGrath to Be Straight. And that video was based on a video from a different YouTuber, which is called I Was Too Into Kristen Stewart to Be Straight. So, I'm gonna leave the links to those in the description. But, for me, when I went through one of my old Tumblr blogs, I discovered that there were two sort of factors that meant I was definitely not straight. And the first one is Natalie Dormer. So, for those of you who don't know Natalie Dormer, she's an actress. She's very talented, and I remember I wouldn't necessarily look for interviews of hers, but I would somehow happen upon them every once in a while. And whenever I hear her speak, I would just get so much excitement. And so much oh my gosh, she's really smart and too, and she's so talented as an actress, and but I was also attracted to her, and at the time I didn't know that. So I'm going to go through some things that I had on my old Tumblr that showed that I was into Natalie Dormer, and also the other aspect of this video is going to be LGBT plus friends, because if you're LGBT, you might have gone through this as well. When you you don't know your sexuality or your gender or whatever it might be, but you're overly invested LGBT plus ally. Yeah, that was me. In the past, when I was, I guess a teenager, I would go on Tumblr and I'd reblog all these things supporting LGBT people. And I didn't, as far as I knew at the time, I didn't know any LGBT people. I just did it. And although I did have a friend who later told me that she was LGBT as well. But and I myself am bisexual. So yeah. But anyway, first I'll go through all the Natalie Dormer posts, and then I will go through all the LGBT rights posts that I saw. Anyway, I don't think I'll go through my entire Tumblr because that would have been a lot. So how on Tumblr you can put a tag on the post? Well, there was one post, or maybe probably more than one, where I tagged Natalie Dormer with a picture of her with, I want to do bad things with you. It's you really didn't realize what you wanted to do. It's weird. I also reblogged a post that said, my natural state is having a crisis because of Natalie Dormer. And like obviously at the time I wasn't like, as far as I can remember, I wasn't like questioning my sexuality. I just like, I was very attached to Natalie Dormer. And I didn't know why. Now I do. And then the next post I reblogged about Natalie Dormer says, everyone's a little gay for Natalie Dormer, and if you're not, you're lying to yourself. And like that post is funny to me because like obviously there will be people out there who are not in any way attracted to Natalie Dormer, whether it's just because she's not their type or, you know, like gay men and other like male-line people who just obviously wouldn't be attracted to her. And there would be straight people who would not be attracted to her. Like, no, that puts is right. But at the time, like that's how I sort of like rationalized it. I was like, well, anyone would find her pretty. Yeah, but not like the way you did. Past me. Like, it wasn't the same as like just admiration or like, no, you had a crush. Still do. And then my final reblog post about Natalie Dormer says, so what are you up to? Researching how to date Natalie Dormer. Like, how did you think it was written? I want to know. Past me. Like, what the You wanted to date her. Like, no, not straight. So, I'm just gonna talk like briefly about that post. I just think it's so funny that like Natalie Dormer actually had a big role in like me figuring out my sexuality, because like at the time when I reblogged those posts, I don't think I was questioning my sexuality, but I might have been. I honestly don't remember when that whole process started for me. But like I was always like super attached to her. And then I do remember when I think it was either Catching Fire or the first part of Mockingjay, whatever, like Hunger Games movie when Natalie Dormer was in it. Yeah, so I went to see it like multiple times, I think, just because I like the story and bonus Natalie Dormer. And I remember like one time I saw it with my dad, and I was like trying to tell him about my sexuality, but he was like him, because by this time I like knew I was bisexual. And I was like, oh, Natalie Dormer, I love her, she's so pretty, like I would date her or like have babies with her or something like along those lines. And he just like was like, wait, what? Like he didn't really get it. But you didn't get the end. But I just remember like when I wanted to tell someone my actual sexuality, I sort of used Natalie Dormer as like an example of like, look, I'm attracted to women. Like, it was portion of this video is about posts I had on my Tumblr that were related to LGBT plus rights. So, I reblogged posts that said no child is born homophobic, which is true. Like, when you're a kid, you're not like, oh, this person is LGBT, I hate them. Like, you don't hate anyone, you're a kid. Like, you're sort of taught that, and as you grow older, you either are or you aren't. I also reblogged a post of two women kissing, like, really past me. You thought you were straight. Really. Like, it's so funny to look back on it now, because, like, obviously I'm a lot more comfortable in my sexuality who I am as a person. And, like, at the time, I really wasn't. I mean, it was a long time ago when I had this Tumblr. Like, I think I first had a Tumblr when I was, like, 14, which pros and cons, I'm gonna be honest. But one of the pros for me is that I get to look back at my past stuff and be like, here's how I've grown, here's how I've changed. And, like, I would reblog anything on Tumblr. Like, it was basically the inside of my head in the form of a blog. And, so another post I reblogged said, I believe that marriage isn't between a man and a woman, but between love and love. Which is also true. Because, like, as long as you love someone, you can marry them, or should be able to, I think. I also reblogged another post of different celebrities wearing shirts that said, some dudes marry dudes, some chicks marry chicks, get over it. And also, some people are gay, get over it. And you, like, I never even thought, like, oh, I might not be straight. I also reblogged a post that was like, if you support the LGBT plus community, reblogged this. I reblogged it. Obviously. I also reblogged a post of Barack Obama talking about LGBT plus rights. That was interesting. I guess that's it. So, if you have, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next